World Bank highlights jobs, development, and conflict response ahead of 2026 spring meetings. The World Bank Group has recently released a series of official updates highlighting its policy focus on job creation, economic opportunity, regional development, and support for countries affected by conflict and global instability. The recent announcements, speeches, press releases, and feature reports reflect the institution's ongoing emphasis on inclusive growth, investment, and resilience in developing economies. In remarks delivered on March 4, 2026, at the conference titled Laying the Groundwork for Jobs in Africa, World Bank Group President Ajay Banga underscored the scale of the employment challenge facing developing countries over the coming decade. He stated that approximately 1.2 billion young people are expected to reach working age, while only about 400 million jobs are projected to be created, leaving a gap of roughly 800 million jobs. According to the World Bank, addressing this challenge will require stronger infrastructure systems, including energy, transport, digital connectivity, education, and workforce skills development. The speech also stressed the importance of improving regulations to support business activity and enabling the private sector to expand in areas such as energy, agribusiness, healthcare, tourism, and manufacturing. Examples cited included projects in Egypt and co-financing arrangements involving international partners, including Italy's Mattei plan. On March 26, 2026, the World Bank Group also issued a statement concerning the conflict in the Middle East. In that statement, the institution noted that the conflict was contributing to higher commodity prices, rising energy costs, and growing logistical pressures for affected countries. The bank said it was prepared to support client countries through fast-dispersing financing instruments designed to help governments respond to urgent economic disruptions. Earlier, on February 24, 2026, the World Bank released findings indicating that laws intended to improve women's economic opportunities remain only partially enforced in many parts of the world. The press release, tied to the Women, Business and the Law report, suggested that although legal reforms have been adopted in many jurisdictions, implementation remains limited, reducing the practical impact of such measures on women's economic participation. The institution also drew attention to frontier market economies in a January 20, 2026, press release titled Frontier Market Economies: Promise, Performance, and Prospects. That release examined the growth potential of frontier markets and was later complemented by related video content in March under the title Frontier Markets: The Next Generation of Economic Superstars. Together, these materials reflected the bank's interest in emerging economies that may offer long-term investment and development opportunities. In addition to these policy-focused releases, the World Bank has recently published a range of feature content and public-facing materials. These include a March 12, 2026 podcast on knowledge in the age of disinformation and artificial intelligence, along with immersive stories covering research on building a livable planet, the role of young women driving change in Africa, and innovative water recycling efforts in Mongolia. Attention is also turning to the 2026 IMF World Bank Spring Meetings, scheduled to take place in Washington, D.C., from April 13 to 18, 2026. The meetings will be held in person and will also include public events accessible online. According to the published agenda, the theme for this year is Building Prosperity Through Policy, with discussions expected to focus on job creation, private investment, water security, food security, and broader economic growth. Key events are expected to include meetings of the Development Committee, public forums, and the launch of initiatives such as Water Forward on April 15. Recent media reports have also pointed to additional World Bank-related developments beyond the institution's core announcements. These include reports that the bank has approved more than $1 billion in projects connected to Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq, including support in areas such as electricity and railways. Estimates cited in reporting indicated that Syria may require approximately $216 billion for post-war reconstruction, while Lebanon may need around $11 billion following conflict-related damage. Media reports also said that Saudi Arabia and Qatar had paid Syria's outstanding debt to the World Bank. In Africa, separate reporting highlighted a $1.5 billion loan to South Africa for infrastructure upgrades and green energy transition efforts, alongside continued attention to debt-related pressures in countries such as Mozambique. More broadly, earlier 2026 World Bank assessments, including those in the Global Economic Prospects Report, described the global economy as resilient but uneven, with developing and fragile states remaining exposed to risks linked to conflict, trade pressures, and financing constraints. Taken together, the recent official releases and related developments show that the World Bank Group is continuing to position jobs, private sector expansion, infrastructure development, and crisis response at the center of its global agenda. Additional announcements are expected in the lead-up to and during the 2026 spring meetings. Thank you for following MIFC Committee, your trusted source for accurate and timely international financial news from all countries in the Southeast Asia and Pacific region. We are committed to providing accurate, verified, and reliable information with clear sources, bringing you the latest international financial news from around the world.